Chapter 8. The Judge Judges Justly. Genesis 18 to 19. We've been hearing a lot about God's promises, lots of promises, and all of these promises are good. But they aren't always good news, at least not for those who think God's ways are bad. You see, God doesn't just promise blessing for his friends. He also promises punishment for his enemies. That's an important part of the story if we want the biggest story to be God's story and not a story we invented and made just the way we like it. In the time of Abraham, there was a city called Sodom. It was a bad city with bad people who did bad things. They were angry and selfish and nasty and rude. And they did things with each other and to each other that God did not want them to do. The sin was so bad in Sodom and in a nearby city called Gomorrah that God wanted to sweep the place clean, just like you might grab a mop and sweep up all the dirty mess from your floor. Abraham didn't want to see Sodom wiped out, so he prayed to God. "Dear God," he said, "you won't destroy the whole city if there are still some good people there, will you? You are the judge of all the earth, and I know you will do what is right." Which is true. God is a just judge, and he does only what is right. So God said, "If there are 50 good people in the city, I won't destroy it." God went so far as to say he'd spare the whole city for the sake of only 10 righteous people. But just when you thought Sodom and Gomorrah were safe, they kept on sinning. Big time. All the time. One day, 2 angels came to Sodom and met Lot, Abraham's nephew. Lot welcomed the men into his home and made them a meal. But the people of the city tried to kidnap Lot's guests and treat them very poorly. The angels told Lot and his family to get out of Sodom as soon as possible because a storm was coming. Not a tornado or a blizzard or a massive thunderstorm. It wasn't going to rain cats and dogs. It was going to rain sulfur and fire. Sodom was out of chances. So God swept up Sodom and Gomorrah. He even turned Lot's wife into a pillar of salt for looking back when she should have been running away. And if that sounds mean, it's probably because we don't know how good God's goodness is and how bad our badness can be. The judge of all the earth did what was just. He punished Sodom and Gomorrah for their sins.